And for that, it's my absolute pleasure to welcome Dr. Zakieh Al Kurdi, Regional and Operations Director, MBA US Pharmacopeia. Can we give her a warm round of applause, the first lady on the stage?
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. It's really of a great pleasure to be here in Pakistan for the first time. I was really honored to receive the invitation, and it took like 1 second for me to accept. So you could see how passionate I was to come to Pakistan. And my promise is that this is the first time, but for sure it will not be the last time. Hopefully next year and the year to receive the invitation and to come and to join you with this very big event that reflects really your ambitions for the industry. And just before to start about talking about the USP, I would like to say, thank you. I would like to say a few words coming from my experience about pharma industry and working with pharma. Before joining the USP at Basel office as a global health regulatory affairs responsible for EMEA, I work with a small country in the Middle East called Jordan. Jordan, we are less than 10 million in population, so you can just figure out how much small we are. However, we dreamed big with pharma industry. Now, Jordan is the biggest exporter of pharma product within the region and one of the many providers of pharma products also in the US by a local company called Hikma. Maybe everyone knows Hikma. Hikma started Jordanian. Within a recent publication by New York Times, 46% of amoxicillin served in the US is coming from Hikma, Jordan. So just to tell you, dreaming you can do. So dream big, you can do it. And early morning within all the speakers, I was hearing how you are dreaming so big. So start. And one really key word that I really wish you keep it in mind, equality make the differentiation. That was the secret with the medicines manufactured in Jordan, because we were aiming to export as a small country. We don't have a backbone of a big population, so we built our product on equality, and that was a success. For me, on a personal level, the second success was being with the USP, selected from different volunteers and different participants to serve with this role. So I'll take you very quickly in my presentation. As a start beginning, I wish to say that we as a USP, we are 200 years old. So someone will think that with this long time, we are like an old organization not moving. However, we really build on the strong base of the science that we have that differentiate USP on our continuous working going forward. So with this 200 years old, we have worked on a mission to serve global health. And how we work this? We work this by providing public standard and related program. So our work does not only work on standards, and this differentiates USP with other standard providers. So we work with partners to provide a solution, to provide service in addition to the public standards that everyone knows as a physical standard or documentary standard. With this, our mission, as I said, with the aim to serve better the quality of medicine and food. So shaping the future, but with the very strong base of the science that we have. And this is our mission. The dotted spots are our global offices around the world. As Jeff was mentioning, we are there in Rockville. However, we have also local offices. I'm coming from the small office, which is in Basel, Switzerland, for this meeting. Going forward, This is a slide where Jeff was mentioning about how we work. So we don't work alone. And this is a message that early morning, everyone was emphasizing about that we need to work together. So we work with partners from science, from industry, and from regulatory authority. How we go with this partnership, the next slide, please. So going forward, we bring all those stakeholders in one big meeting called convention meeting. That convention meeting, actually, it's the meeting where we reinvent the USP for a cycle of 5 years of work, getting the challenges of where our stakeholders are facing and trying to build our work together. Through our expert committees coming from the science, from the scientific people all around the globe, we build our work on the standards, and with our global partnership, we build our plans going forward. Next slide, please. So, as I said, our convention, our members who's doing the, who are making the convention are a global organization coming from around 40 countries around the globe. IDRAB is one of our convention member. A convention member, they are either regulatory authorities, association, academia, and they are really across the globe. And how we work with our convention member, we have this, second slide, please. We created like a platform of engagement with our stakeholders, those platforms where we meet together on regular basis as a regional chapter where we bring our members in a meetings like this, discussing things related to them, or we go into like the big convention meeting. In the next slide, we had our last meeting as a convention in May 2025. That was in the USP, where we gathered all of our convention members and it created what we call our commitment for the coming 5 years. So for the coming 5 years, which is in the second slide, please, very simple. We had 6 commitments going forward, or 7 commitments going forward: increasing quality medicine, shortcutting the challenges within the biologics, strengthening dietary supplement and herbal medicine, enhance access for the supply chain and to have a resilient supply chain, adoption of digital tool. So as everyone is talking about AI, it's also within our and with the environmental sustainability. And for Professor Khalid, next week we have like a very big event with the British Pharmacopeia on the environmental sustainability. So we work together in this regard. And finally, we go with the strengthening the regulatory authorities. With the Council of Experts, actually, how we work as a USP, we don't do the standards ourselves. It's our expert coming from all the globe who are building the standards either as a reference standard or a documentary. We have a cycle of 5 years, and within those 5 years, those expert work. Now we have 29 working expert committees in different topics. And just to say, to participate in this, you can look at any time at the expert committees meeting. You can be part of that meeting. You can be part of that discussion. You can contribute. You can anticipate what's going forward. And with the next slide, we will see how we collaborate with the regulatory authorities as well. I think this slide Jeff was mentioning, but to say that we work with the regulatory authorities at different level, at global, regional, and even national level, as you said. And our ultimate goal is to advocate for equality of medicine. Within the next slide, I'll just share how we work to increase the quality of medicinal product. So we work directly with the local manufacturing. I heard a lot about WHO pre-qualification, and we have some good technical support in this domain. We work with strengthening the regulatory system at the national level. We deliver different resources. Most of those resources are all complementary to empower industry, academia in their research and their work, and we're strengthening the quality assurance system. Next slide, please. So USP, I think you heard the life cycle approach. So we work actually within our standard to cover both the supply chain and the life cycle. So the supply chain meaning from the start, beginning with the API till the hospital at the end. So we have a standard that cover all, and within the life cycle of the product, which is the 6 stages of the development, the manufacturing, even after that on the market with post-marketing surveillance, we are covering all those stages of the life cycle approach. Next slide. This is a survey, an interesting survey, which we did 2018 to see how we as a USP are supporting the generic industry. And from the figure, it was shown that very clearly, whenever there is a USP monograph or a general chapter available within the USP or relative resources, the time to develop a product is reduced by 19%. Of the total time for development. So this appreciation came from the industry toward the USP, encouraged us to do more and more solution for the industry going forward. So my time is up. I'll have one slide, just to say that the value of public policies for the standard. So with this, we are trying to support from science background, regulatory, manufacturing, and to even the research and development and the innovation with the generic industry, and making able to bring product in the market of the quality standard that all is accepting. And thank you so much for your invitation once again. Thank you.